Oh shit, what's going on, everybody? We are here with a Showdown live because I need to ladder this alt up so that I can actually get decent battles with it on stream. I think I am going to make this a nice little series. But I feel like I keep wanting to incorporate team building into everything I do. So, into everything I do for, for YouTube and Twitch specifically. So, basically, what this is going to be is I'm going to build a team. All right, I'm going to try to show off some team building fundamentals and also just try to come up with some new texts and shit. And then I'm going to see exactly what the team is capable of. And through the course of a few episodes, we can make some adjustments to the team, try to refine it, and also, we'll see exactly what it looks like laddering from. I think I've only played, at most 10 battles with his ult. In fact, I'll check right now. You guys can't see what I'm doing right now. Actually, yes, you can. Oh shit. I figured out the dimensions thing finally. Yeah, I have played 11 battles with this team. So it's basically a fresh ult. So I'm just going to build a team. Can I get the chat out of here? It's all good. I'm going to build a fresh team. We're going to make some adjustments to it. And we are going to take it as high as we can. And yeah, should be a good time. Let's get some music in here. I'll edit this part out after this so you won't have to be sitting here waiting for me to get this going. And we're back. Shout out your man Matt Houston for the clean ass music. Was good. Alright, so I was theory modding this in the shower. Because that's where I've done my theory modding lately. I kind of want to start with a standard team. If you watch my stream and shit, you know that I hate standard shit with a passion. Well, it's not even that I hate standard shit, it's just that I hate seeing the same thing over and over again. Sorry, I had to grab a little water there. But I thought I'd start off with something standard here so that people who are new to VGC can kind of get an idea of what it looks like and how, what it looks like and how to play it, basically. So I'm just gonna start off. What I came up with was a standard-ish, well, at least on the surface, it's a kind of a standard Tapu Lele Arcanine, and I think P2, Porygon 2. And my idea here was, well, because I was thinking about just the sort of teams that I've built this format that have actually had some level of success, which admittedly is not that many. But the ones that I have really liked this format have been tail room teams, which is to say, you have one or two solid trick room setters and then one or two tailwind setters, and then you basically just put the rest of your mons, like your offensive mons, just right there in the middle in terms of speed, so that they function on, if you see a faster team, you bring your trick room setter and then have a bunch of slower than their ultra fast mons, basically. And if they have sort of slower, bulkier mons, then you can bring your tailwind mode and do kind of the same. So that's sort of the idea I had here. Sorry, it's gonna sound like I just chopped that right off, and that's because we had some noise issues for a second there. But the fuck was I even saying? I don't remember what I was saying. My point is that I'm gonna try to put these mons roughly in the middle of the speed spectrum so that they can function on a variety of different speed control modes. I don't think I'll put like bulldoze or anything on this team, so I don't think there's a need for it. I thought about doing some sort of adaptation of Sajin's team, but I think we'll go at least somewhat unique here. I mean, the mons that I pick are probably going to be, someone's going to have used them in some sort of context, but we'll see. So the other thing I was thinking is I think we've reached that point in the meta where I think that manual terrain it's not a necessity, but I definitely think we're at that point where it could potentially start becoming viable. Because things like Coco, I guess opposing Lele, that's not a good example here, but Coco relies so much on its terrain for damage output. You know, Feeny definitely likes to support things with, you know, with Misty Terrain, status blocking, and all that shit. Bulu, I mean, Bulu's kind of dead now, but Bulu definitely relies a lot on its terrain for its damage output. So, and so does Lele. That was kind of what I was getting at, is if we can manually reset terrain, and we have a bunch of abilities here, like if we give this download, you know, we have a bunch of abilities here that we benefit from resetting with skill swap. So, you know, with skill swap, we can skill swap Arcanine, get another Intimidate, reset Psychic Terrain. With Porygon 2, we can skill swap, reset Psychic Terrain, and then get a download boost on Lele. So there's kind of some interesting mechanics there. I was thinking Psychium here. I was thinking sort of a bulky Lele because we definitely do want this to be slower. I don't know how slow exactly. I think 112 might be a decent number here, because Jolly Pheromosa does reach it reaches 223, which means that 112 times 2 would be 224, which means we can outspeed it. But there is also the thought, I'm not sure how much speed Feenies are running lately, because I don't usually use Feeny. What is Feeny's minimum speed? 105? Because we could drop this all the way down to 102. And what that does is it still lets us beat Adamant Pheromosa, while basically always underspeeding, you know, minimum speed Feeny. It underspeeds some Bulu even, and you know, it'll always underspeed Coco. So we'll basically always guarantee our terrain, but I think with skill swap, that's not much of a necessity. So let's go. Let's make this 112 for now. What is Jolly Garchomp? That's what I want to know. So you don't want to make it too fast, otherwise it's not that functional on the Trick Room mode. But there is some use for immediate speed here on Lele, just because we can reset our own terrain. I'm not sure what else is going to be important to outspeed though. You guys can't see the calculator, so I'll just be typing this so that you don't see me just waving my mouse around like a crazy person. Let's see here. What is Jolly Garchomp? Jolly Garchomp is 169, right? Let me make sure my memory's correct here. We'll make that naive. You know, just make it a plus speed. Okay, so it is 169. Where's my calculator? So 169 times 1.5 is 253.5, and it rounds down, so that's 253. So now the question is, what is 254 divided by 2? So we would need 127 speed. Where does that put us on the speed spectrum? How much speed does Feeny need to run to outspeed that? Okay, so that's a really fast Feeny. I don't know. I do know that fast Feenies are a thing, but I don't know how common they are. I mean, outspeeding Scarf Chomp would be nice, but we could also just run a lot of physical bulk, because we will definitely outspeed any Groundium Garchomps, which would be more threatening here. It is worth calcing though. How much can Chomp do with a Tapu Lele? My only thought here is, what can Chomp do with a Poison Jab? I'm guessing it can't kill. And if it can't kill, then I'm not going to worry about that. Especially if it's running Adamant and we don't need as much speed to outspeed it. In fact, what do we need to outspeed Adamant Scarf Chomp? Because Adamant Scarf Chomp is going to be more common. Times 1.5. 231. Okay, so we will need 232. What is 232? Shit, fuck. 232. Shit. 232 divided by 2 is 116. My mental math game is weak as fuck. Okay, so 116 actually is pretty doable, because we can just make this a 31 speed IV, and then we only need 4 EVs. That might be worth doing. Okay, let's do that. Because I'm gonna use my bulky Lele spread. I know Shoma has one, but I know this one lives a... The reason I use this one is because it lives a Kartana Smart Strike. I think it lives an Adamant one, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, let's calc that. 232 and mine's 252 instead of 212. Kartana. It also lives something on the special side, but I can't quite remember what that is. Oh, 225. The fuck am I doing? 252. There we go. So yeah, that does live a Jolly Kartana Smart Strike. So that's why I use that spread. I mean, we don't have HP Fire on this, so I don't know how important that actually is. But I think it's fine for now. We need the forward speed, the forward speed F because these 4 EVs will be left over, and then just the rest in modest because that's the most efficient way to use those, to use your nature. Even with all that investment in defense. I just realized I don't have my face cam on. Shit, it's all good. But yeah, I think Psychium is probably the play here because we still get that nice damage, but we also, you know, we can't run specs here, obviously, and I think maneuvering around with Protect will be kind of important with this team. Not sure what to run on Arcanine though. I did Theoremon about maybe not necessarily a bulkier one, but I was thinking about a Morning Sun Arcanine because the nice thing about skill swap, like Lele Arcanine is such a strong, like leading them together or even just having them out at the same time is just so, like there's so few things that don't get bodied by one or the other. Like literally just scrolling down the list here. You know, Araquanid does not take a Psychic well. It can body Arcanine, but it does not take a Psychic well. You know, Braviary would like to benefit from Intimidate, but it does not take a Psychic well. Celesteela would take a Psychic, but then it dies to Flare Blitz. I mean, literally, just like all the viable mons in this format just die to one of these two. I mean, Garchomp dies to a Moonblast. Gengar dies to a Flare Blitz or a Psychic, but it's not particularly, like it can't kill Lele in one hit. I guess Dux is fairly threatening here, but, you know, there really is not a lot of things. Like Hariyama obviously dies. Incineroar actually does not die, but that's not that common. Kartana dies. Like Kartana, you kind of want to use Kartana to counter Lele, but then Arcanine's there. You get the point. So we definitely give this Flare Blitz. I'm not sure what other move we run here. There's certainly a number of possibilities. We probably want to give this Protect, right? We usually want to give Arcanine Protect. We can't give this Assault Vest, sadly. I think this is one of the few places that Assault Vest could be good. But we do want Morning Sun, I think. Because the thing is, my thought here is that if we are going to be leaving Arcanine in, which it seems like a lot of the times we will be, at least given our current composition, I think that having Arcanine stick around with Morning Sun, and then if we need Intimidates, we can just skill swap, reset terrain, get off more Intimidates that way. I don't know. It's something that, you know, sounds good on paper, but we'll definitely have to test it. That said, I really don't know what to run here. I mean, we could just make this a bulky Arcanine, put Snarl here, and not even worry about it. E-Speed, like, I want to run E-Speed, but obviously we have Lele here. Wild Charge just might have to do because I don't think Snarl is the play here. I want this to be a fairly offensive team. I don't want these mons feeling useless when they're out. So, yeah, I think that'll have to be fine for now. As for the item on Arcanine, that's another good question. I mean, I guess a Pinch Berry is probably fine here. I'm not sure we would necessarily need anything else unless we want, you know, Life Orb damage. But I'm not sure what that kills. In fact, let's find out. We can make ourselves a nice bulky Life Orb Arcanine. I mean, I know that sounds stupid as fuck, but we have Morning Sun to recover off. I mean, if we do run Life Orb here, I think the recoil will be kind of a lot to try to heal off with Morning Sun, especially when weather is a thing. So I don't know if we go Life Orb here, but we could go like Expert Belt. Celesteela usually runs more HP than this, right? Unless it is that spread. Mixed attacker. So that is a roll. It's a very good roll in our favor, but it is a roll. So I think we could change this to expert belt. That also gives us a lot more damage on the things that we want wild charge to hit. You know, mainly water types. What water types are even in the format right now? We've definitely got ducks. We've definitely got Gyarados, which dies either way. But are there any other important water types? We've got Politoed. You don't see that often. I think it's good, but you don't see it that often. I mean, we could just calc for Milo, because Milo is the counter to Arcanine. Not the counter, but it is a counter to Arcanine. You could definitely also calc for Araquanid and Feeny. That's what we need to calc for. That's the important calc right there. Let's make this Calm Mind Feeny. Oh, nice. Look at that. Wild Charge definitely puts that, or Expert Belt definitely puts Wild Charge into it KO range, because that lefties would otherwise fuck it up. So that actually sounds really good. That is 252 adamant, right? Okay. So now I guess the question is, what kind of speed do we want on this thing? Expert Belt sounds kind of nice. And again, we're just adapting this to how I think the team will be played, because I think we will be leaving Arcanine in a lot of the times. At least alongside Lele. You know, we'll probably be maneuvering Lele a little bit, but I definitely don't think that this Arcanine is going to be switching in and out a lot. I definitely think we'll be staying in, trying to get damage off, you know, Morning Sun to heal back up. And, you know, we've got that nice expert built for the damage. We definitely need 252. Because that actually is not a guaranteed to it KO. Actually, it is. What the fuck? So we could actually drop that attack just a little bit. But some Feenies do run more defense than that. So I think we'll just leave this 252. So I don't think there's any... I'm not sure of any important defensive calcs, but we can check. Let's calc for a not -1 earthquake here. Let's just see what it does. 92. So, well, first of all, let's figure out what kind of speed we want. Because we are faster than Pheromosa. What about Adamant Scarf Kartana? Because I know Jelly Kartana is 177, but I'm not sure what Adamant Kartana is. That is 161. Okay. So 161 times 1.5 is 241.5. So that's 242 that we need to hit. So we need 121 speed on Arcanine to outpace Adamant Scarf Kartana in Tailwind. I think that's probably worth it, right? Because that's not a lot of investment. It's only 44 EVs. We still have plenty for that nice HP stat. I think that's 212 left over, right? Yeah. And then we still tank a neutral earthquake. Do we take an adamant one? It is a roll, but I think it's still a roll with max HP. It's a lot better of a roll, but I think it's okay. But we don't make that 212, we make that 204 and then put 4 and 4 here. By the way, if you're wondering why, it's because of the way EVs at level 50 work. I'm not going to get too deep into that. I actually am going to be releasing a guide on that soon, so if you want to figure out how to build an EV spread at level 50, definitely check that out. But yeah, I think that seems like a good spread. We just got to remember that that's what it does. That's my problem with team building, is I always make these like complex calcs and EV spreads and shit, and then I never actually write down what they do, which is stupid, but I think we can. That's fairly easy to remember. I honestly don't know what to run on P2. Obviously we want Eviolite, and I think we do want download because we can skill swap that. But other than that, I mean, obviously we want Trick Room. Obviously we want Recover. But I don't know if there's any reason to run anything other than like T-Bolt Ice Beam or Return Ice Beam. I definitely don't want this fucking thing sitting there. That's what I hate about P2, is that once it sets Trick Room, it just sits there and wastes Trick Room turns, basically. So I think I do want an offensive P2. Unless I'm just gonna constantly be switching the thing in and out. I wish this thing got like Magic Coat right now so I could bounce taunts, but that would make it even more useless when it's not, you know, when it's not bouncing taunts or whatever. I don't know what calcs even matter on P2. But let's find out. Porygon 2. Let's make this not +1. Hello? There we go. Okay, so let's make this, because I know people run a little bit of bulk on Chomp now to try to tank the Ice Beam. So I'm going to use this as a baseline, because if I remember correctly, that's what people run. I actually don't remember exactly, but that's the benchmark I've been using. It lives something else, so that's what I'm going to use. But oh my god, that Ice Beam does no damage. Can we have it neutral? Okay, cool. Let's see here. How much special attack do we need to actually kill this thing without a download boost? Kind of a lot, but I think I'm okay with that. I might even just run this quiet natured. $172 quiet. I mean, that is a lot. I don't know if I like that, because we only have Ice Beam as a special attacking move. So either we make this full special, or I don't know, man. I mean, this is Eviolite, right? Why is that Earthquake doing so much? It's because it's at +1. Okay, and that's also Adamant. Actually, I'm gonna check because I know Shoma's Chomp runs way more bulk than that. So what does Shoma's Chomp run? Results. Where is the Onog tournament? Because that was a long ass time ago. Let's grab Shoma's Chomp, or at least let's take a look at it. 188 and 44. That's a shitload. Let's calc for it. 188 and 44. I really should start using this as my defensive benchmark, but that's fine. I mean, +1 obviously kills. Let's make this. I hate the way this thing calculates download. That's a 75% chance to kill. I'm actually not mad about that. So I think this is a decent offensive benchmark here. But if that's the case, I do think, because that's so much investment in special attack, that I think I would want to run either Tri-Attack or some other special attack. In fact, I'm not even sure I want download at this point. I might just go analytic and then just try to use this outside of Trick Room if necessary. I mean, it would be cool to swap download onto Lele and get a special attack boost, but that's obviously not consistent. Yeah, I think I'm just going to change this to analytic and then change this to T-Bolt, or run T-Bolt instead of return. And then probably just invest. Where do I put the rest of the EVs? Because obviously we can't have this much in our defenses. In fact, that does leave us with whatever the default was. What does the 92 in defense do? Do we live like we live in Adamant Z move, right? Yeah, no problem. Oh my god, that does dicks damage. Okay, let's take this up a notch. What does Lele's like Psychium do? That could kill. Now, we are going to be resetting Psychic Terrain a lot. So it's pretty much always going to be in Psychic Terrain. So can we live a Psychium Z? Yes, we can. Okay. So in that case, I think we just go 244 60 and then just put the rest in defense. 244 60. I think we had 172 special attack, right? If memory serves. Yes. Okay. And then just dump the rest in defense. Okay, so that seems solid. So I'm not trying to have Porygon 2 be useless. That is the one thing, like, I've used it as a Trick Room setter earlier on in the meta, and I dropped it almost immediately because this thing just does not do any types of damage. Like, it just sits there. Like, it feels so fucking useless. I mean, it does suck to have Analytic on a Trick Room setter. I'll give it that. But if I have enough special attack investment, it'll do okay damage, regardless of whether it has the Analytic boost or not. This is more just to make it useful outside of Trick Room. And I can always change it back too. I'm not sure what the other members of this team are going to be necessarily. So let's plow ahead here. We've only got 3 Mons, and I've been going for like, I don't know how long. 28 minutes? Jesus Christ. I might just have to make this a team building episode and then ladder with it next episode. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Oh well. So we need a Tailwind setter. What's a good Tailwind setter? We've got Arrow. We've got Butterfree. That thing is kind of shit though. We've got Murkrow, which is a good Tailwind setter. I would like the Tailwind setter to be able to contribute. I fucking hate Drifblim for that reason. Like, it can set Tailwind multiple times and that's cool and all, but it has to stay out pretty much. And it just doesn't do much while it's out there. You know, it can burn things, which is cool, but, you know. Braviary is good, but we don't have a lot of ways, or we don't have a lot of need to punish Intimidate. Yet, anyway. I mean, we could just throw on a bunch of physical attackers here. Braviary is definitely an option in that case. Talonflame. Talonflame would hypothetically be good with Lele, and we can just get rid of Arcanine, but I think... Let's go with some bulkier options here. Not Talonflame, what the fuck am I doing? Tailwind. I want everything to be able to survive and also deal damage. Whimsicott, no. I think Braviary is the play here. Because Mandibuzz can definitely survive, but it can't deal damage. I'm not seeing anything else. I mean, unless we go like ultra bulky Honchkrow, but even then, I don't think it's that bulky. We could take a look at it though. Let's take a peek at it. Moxie, that's kind of cool. Forgot about that. We could also do like, you know, crit memes with Super Luck, but that seems dumb. So obviously this thing's gonna have Tailwind. Probably it's gonna have Brave Bird. Probably gonna have. It can't run Sucker Punch right now on this team, sadly. In fact, that might be enough reason to not use it. Unless we go. So we can change this to Super Luck and give this like Scope Lens or some shit. And then give this Night Slash. Pretend like we have a Choice Band or something. Because I'm pretty sure that's guaranteed crit, right? In fact, I'm not even sure you need Scope Lens to guarantee crit with Night Slash. Because if we give this, what does Scope Lens give it now? It's only +1 stage, right? So I think with Scope Lens and Super Luck, Brave Bird has a 50% crit rate. That actually sounds kind of good though. Because that means we can kind of do the same thing that that Kartana does and just pretend like we don't have an Intimidate on us. Scope Lens and Super Luck. Brave Bird. Protect. And then we just need shitloads of bulk on this thing. Because this thing is not that fast. This also could function on a... See, I like this idea just because, like, let's change this to modest, actually. In fact, we can even give this 31 IVs. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see, though. With analytic, we'll want minimum speed. But the thing that I like about Honchcrow is that it is a potential tailwind setter, but it can also survive on a tailwind mode. Or trick room mode, excuse me. Let's see here. This is actually kind of cool. If this thing can live some decent hits, I'm not opposed to trying this. Is there any way we live in Moonblast? That's probably not the most efficient place to put those EVs. I mean, we're gonna have to go like pretty much max here, right? Max. Oh my god, yeah. That sucks. I mean, maybe we give this a fair use this berry? No, because we have scope lens. Okay, so we don't live in Moonblast. It's not quite, you know, that's not surprising. What else is even worth living? We don't live a Coco T-Bolt, like, ever. I mean, I'll just check to make sure we don't live one in Psychic Terrain, but I'm pretty sure we don't live a T-Bolt. Yeah, not even close. Actually, that is a Gigavolt Havoc. We do have a chance to live that. I mean, that means we have to go careful. Oh my god, careful is the only way. Careful and literal max is the only way. Okay, that's still kind of dumb. But if we are scope lens, let's just see what types of damage this does with no attack. Where the fuck is... I guess we'll just put crit next to all our shit. Not grassy seed. Not Z move. Crit. Okay. Let's see here. That does okay damage. Actually, that's 252 attack. What the fuck am I doing? What's worth calcing against? Let's check like Kartana, because this thing will have a decent matchup versus Kartana. In theory. Oh my god. That does so much damage. Yeah, this Mon might be kind of trash. Yeah. Is there even a way to remedy that? I mean, we could give this like a, you know, a healing berry or something. Yeah, that seems kind of trash. What else is even common? I can't even think of what's common right now. We'll test against like a Chomp Rock Slide. Even the Rock Slide 2 at KOs. With all that investment. That's kind of sad. I mean, it's not surprising because 52 defense is just shit. But... that sucks. That's fine. We can go Braviary. And then I'll just grab... because I have a Braviary that I happen to like. Paste this here. Nice bulky Braviary with Roost. And then we have some room to run physical attackers here. So we do have 2 special attackers and a Defiant user. We could put Kartana here. Because Kartana beats a lot of the things that we currently struggle with. Braviary has a problem with Gigalith. Arcanine has a problem with Gigalith. In fact, Lele kind of has a problem with Gigalith if it runs Heavy Slam. So Kartana definitely patches that up. You know, it also buffs Feeny, which annoys these two. What resists flying? I can't even think. Bulbapedia. Am I even allowed to show this? I might grab this on another tab just in case. Okay. What resists flying? Rock, electric. I'll just use my memory. Rock, electric, and steel. Okay. Well, if we grab ourselves a nice bulky Kartana, we definitely can take on Coco. Or at least we can try to. I don't know. My Assault Vest Kartana calcs that well. See, these are all mons that I don't use that often because I always use weird shit. I do have a bulky, slow Kartana. I don't know if I want to reveal all my spreads, because I fucking love... I love that Braviary and I love that Kartana, but I'll do it for you guys. If you guys want to copy my shit, I guess you can. Because I've been using this Kartana on a tail room team. It's... The thing is, like, I love this Assault Vest Kartana because it's like, if it can function on Trick Room, like not super well, but it can function decently on Trick Room. You know, if they've got a bunch of mon like Coco or Opposing Kartana, or you know Chomp, like basically all the faster mons. This version of a Kartana can outslow it, but it also like it's adamant in 76 attack, so it hits harder than you think Assault Vest Kartana does. It has way more investment in defense, or in special defense rather, than most Assault Vest Kartanas have, so it takes hits even better. So I particularly like it just for that. And let's see here. This is feeling pretty solid so far. I'm trying to think of what can actually screw this up. Definitely taunt. If there's taunt anything on the field, we definitely could be in a heap of trouble. I don't know how to remedy that. What beats taunt? You can follow me away the taunt. You can crafty shield the taunt. You know, I'm trying to think of like if we could put some setup on here or something, then Clefairy would not be a bad idea. I mean, we've got setup in Trick Room and Tailwind, but I definitely don't want to dedicate an entire slot to follow me if we don't have like SD on Kartana. We could make this like Psychic Seed Kartana. That seems stupid, but it could work. But then we don't have any... Like, we would have to lead with it. Yeah, that just sounds dumb. We'd have to lead with it and then keep Kartana in and fucking maneuver around and be a pain in the ass. So let's see here. Because this actually feels fairly solid right now, but we definitely have to get our preferred mode of speed control up. And I'm not sure a reliable way to do that other than like follow me. Unless we go like what are the common taunt users right now? We've got taunt Lele. We've got taunt Coco. Pharaoh's threatening to P2 and Braviary 2, I guess. Got taunt Coco. Taunt Feeny, but we can threaten that. How do we deal with taunt? See, I don't want to make this a carbon copy of my other tail room team. That's the thing. So what we need to do. How do we deal with taunt? There's that ability Aroma Veil, but I don't think anything gets it right now. Aroma Veil. Aroma Veil. Nothing gets Aroma Veil. Okay. What the fuck? Why is this even showing up right now? Taunt. How do you deal with taunt? That is an excellent question. I mean, you could just switch out and switch in something that doesn't mind being taunted, but that's not a super reliable answer when most of our things are going to be slower. I mean, I guess this is why people run Driftblim, is because it basically guarantees Tailwind. The only thing that can stop it is... you know, like Prankster Taunt or whatever. We might have to go follow me if we want to use Braviary as a Tailwind setter. We either need to use Murkrow. I want these to actually be useful outside of setting Tailwind, though, or Trick Room. I mean, P2 just loses to taunt anyway. We might have to go Follow Me here. Do we have enough, you know, like, offensive coverage to deal with most things? I guess that's something we need to find out. So I guess that is kind of the question here. What gets Follow Me? Lucario, Clefairy, Clefable, and I guess Smeargle. It's kind of our only options here. So what are we missing coverage on? That's what I want to know. Because I guess that's kind of the question. If we lead like Lucario plus P2, or what am I saying? Like, do we want Lucario because it has fighting / steel coverage? I mean, we've got steel coverage. So the question is, do we need fairy coverage or do we need steel coverage? Because we've got fairy coverage. Or do we just want the bulk? In fact, you know what? Let's go Clefairy here. Actually, we can't do that because we have an Eviolite used up. This kind of sucks. We can't even use Fake Out because we've got Lele. Can't use like Z Trick Room because we kind of need Eviolite. So I do think we go Follow Me. I mean, obviously that means we're still threatened by Skydrop, but we don't really have an answer to that. Do we have a Sash used up? No, we don't. So I'm gonna go Smeargle here. We give it a Sash. We give it... I mean, we could be a piece of shit and go Moody. Spore. Follow Me. And what else do we even want here? We could go like Pollen Puff because that allows us to do something when we're taunted. But I'm trying to think of how this team would play. Because I don't think we lead... I either think we need some immediate speed. Like we just need to go Pheromosa here and just threaten whatever's taunting. In fact, that might even be the play. What are the common taunt users? Let's find out. Let's refresh our memory. We've got Pharaoh. Okay. We've got Pharaoh. We've got Coco. Because what I'm thinking here is if we go like Poisinium Pharaoh, we can threaten most of the things that want to taunt us. I mean, we could get really nasty here. And I'm thinking we could almost run like Speed Swap Pharaoh and just Speed Swap whatever the, you know, whatever the thing with the most suitable speed is for the speed mode that we're going for. Or we just sack Pharaoh. Gengar, Whimsicott. Whimsicott would be the problem here. Actually, no, it wouldn't be because we have Lele. Let's see. What else is even relevant? Weavile's not that relevant. We've got Arrow, but that's... I guess it's not beat by Pharaoh. If Arrow's Sash, then that would be a problem. But it seems like most of the things that pack taunt are beat by Pharaoh. Like we can Poisinium the Lele. Crocodile gets high jump kicked. Feeny gets Poisiniumed. I don't know if it dies though. Gyarados would be the big issue here. But we can threaten Defiant. Buzzwole. I don't think Buzzwole usually runs taunt. From every time I've ever used Buzzwole, I've never used taunt on it. And we also have 2 really good answers to it. Not great answers. Actually, we've got 3. Yeah, fuck Buzzwole. Actually, no, I love Buzzwole, but... You know, this team says fuck Buzzwole. So I think Pharaoh is a possibility here. I think Pharaoh's a possibility. Because we do need Poisonium. Poisonium's the only way we actually threaten the kill on opposing Tapus, which are going to be the main threat to, you know, the main taunt threat, that is. We do go high jump kick, we do go poison jab. This thing doesn't get sludge bomb, right? Yeah, okay. No surprises there. Poison jab. I mean, this thing's role is literally to threaten taunt things. So what can't this threaten? It can't threaten Gyarados. I don't think I care about that. God, my memory's so bad. I only have so much room in my brain at once. What else is tauntable? Okay, so if I have high jump kick and poison jab, Poisonium Z, what don't I beat? Okay. I don't beat Arrow. I sort of beat Arrow. What's my play versus Arrow? I lead Arrow, or I lead Pharaoh and Kartana. Or I lead Kartana and... What is my play versus Aerodactyl? Aerodactyl would be the big threat here. But it does die in exchange for a taunt. So we have multiple ways of killing it. So let's just keep looking here. Coco dies to Poisonium. Weavile is a non-issue. I bet you Zam dies to... Like, Zam's also a non-issue, but I bet you it dies to Poisonium. Salazzle's the big issue here. But Salazzle's not that common. In fact, Salazzle doesn't even usually run Taunt, I don't think. Plus, we can deal with that, I think. Actually, no, we can't. Salazzle would actually hard counter our team. Yeah, that dies to... It doesn't die to Sludge Bomb. But Salazzles do run Sash. We can't E-speed it. But we can play around it, right? We can at least play around it. The other thing I did just realize is that a Prankster Taunt user could Prankster Taunt Braviary. But I feel like most of those... I feel like most of the teams that run Taunt will be trying to prevent Trick Room instead of Tailwind. Let's get going here. I know this is probably exhausting for you guys, so I'm sorry. I might just edit this whole piece out, but if you are enjoying this, thank you. Thank you for sticking with me. Persian dies to high jump kick, or at least is scared of high jump kick. Gengar can take either of those. Can take a high jump kick or poison jab. Can we threaten Gengar? Sort of. Gengar would be threatening. Gengar's definitely threatening. That is something to consider. Because I don't think Pheromosa gets any, like, dark coverage. Crocodile dies. My voice is getting rough. Okay, so we need to find out, does Feeny die to a Poisonium? I'm not sure that it does. Because if it doesn't, that ruins this entire idea. It's not even that bulky of a Feeny. Poisonium. This is adamant, right? Okay. Oh, so that does kill. It's probably a roll on bulkier Feenies, but that is just fine. Because most bulkier Feenies are going to be Calm Mind variants. Right? Isn't that the case? Even then, that's not a bad roll at all. That might be worth taking a chance on. Okay. So I think Pharaoh is a good play here. Because now we're getting into the dumb shit. The thing that we outspeed with most things. I mean... setting up Trick Room is going to be a little more difficult just because P2... Well, Trick Room has the, you know, the minus priority and we've got to deal with. I guess Roar is also the issue with Trick Room. But again, those are going to be all faster teams that run that usually. I mean, if anything, we're maining Tailwind and then using P2 either for teams that are totally unprepared for Trick Room or against, I guess, opposing Trick Room teams, really. I feel like this EV spread is off somehow. Yeah, there it is. Okay, but that's fine. We'll make this 0 again. But yeah, I think Poisinium Pharaoh. I mean, it does suck to have 2 Z moves on 2 mons that would probably like to cooperate with each other. But I think this works. Make this speed swap. Probably, unless we need another coverage move and protect. Make this adamant. And yeah, I think that about does it for this episode because I've been running for a full 52 minutes now. In fact, we'll play a couple battles with it. I am low ladder, so I'll probably ladder up with this in a future episode, but we will play a couple battles with this just to see how it works, just to see if we need any. Oh god, I just realized we have 3 Z moves. That may be a problem. We can always change the Psychium, but we will have to see. Oh, that's not the right team. Okay. So this man has Ducks and a Trick Room mode and Lele Arcanine. So I guess that's a good immediate, you know, it's good to figure out exactly what I'm going to do against every potential mode. Because against Trick Room, I have to bring P2, pretty much. I have to try to reverse Trick Room. I mean, maybe I want Taunt on here just for something like that. I could put Taunt on Pharaoh. I do think Pharaoh is the play here. I could go like Pharaoh P2 even. Pharaoh P2 definitely sounds good. My only worry is like Roar Arcanine. Which, if he does have that, that would be... I don't want to say a hard counter, but it would definitely be a big problem here. Let's see here. I kind of need Kartana, but I'm just so weak to Arcanine right now. I definitely have to make that adjustment. I mean, I either have to predict when Arcanine's coming in and send out Braviary, or I just have to try to kill it with Psychium. So I guess I just pick between which one is the most useful here. I don't know, man. I'm gonna say they're kind of 50-50 in my eyes right now. So I'm going to bring... I really don't fucking know. I'm gonna bring Braviary because I'm just gonna try to get some sort of speed control going. Okay, so he looks like he's gonna try to trick him here. I wish I had U-turn on this. That might be better than speed swap, honestly. So does analytic require all 4 mons to have moved before, or all other 3 mons to have moved before you get the boost? So that definitely changes how good this ability actually is, because if it just means I have to be slower than whatever I'm attacking, that actually makes it pretty good. But I feel like I would have seen more analytic P2s right now if it were that I only had to underspeed while I was attacking. So obviously I'm going to want to switch Pharaoh here, except for the fact that I could speed swap as he Trick Rooms. I really don't have anything to switch into a Flare Blitz either. So I could just I could just double the Arcanine. In fact, I think I will do that. Because he probably will want to switch out his P2, right? And I think I get the analytic boost on this turn if he doesn't switch. That did no types of damage, but he gets the recoil. Please don't put it in berry range. Oh, he doesn't have berry. Oh, that did nothing. What the hell? What? Is that Assault Vest? What is that? Hang on, I have to calc that. Because either P2 is even weaker than I remember, or that's Assault Vest, and I don't know which one, because I don't know my P2 calcs. Okay, yeah, wait, that's Capable Havoc. What the fuck? Okay, that did dicks damage. But that's 22%. That did not do 22%. That did 16 to 20%. So either this is specially defensive as all shit. See, even that, even 252, 252. I mean, obviously this isn't careful. So I guess we do need to check careful, because I do think specially defensive Arcanine does run careful. Yeah, even then. So that is Assault Vest. Oh, that's 28 special attack? Wait, what? Is he... Okay. Is he max special defense, max HP, and careful, and Assault Vest? Am I insane? Did you guys see that? Am I missing EVs? Okay. That's definitely, like, max Assault Vest, which is stupid as fuck. I almost wanted to go into Kartana there and then just switch out, but I mean, I could just Trick Room and Tailwind here, but I can't kill that thing. I can't kill the P2. So I think I'm just gonna protect, and I need to get rid of this Arcanine, so I'm just gonna T-Bolt. Damn it, that's insane. Okay, what is going on? Why is that doing so little damage? Am I just not used to how shitty this thing is? Is that just what it is? Yeah, I guess that's just... Okay. I mean, I know Snorlax is bulky as fuck, so that's not surprising to me, but... Jesus Christ. So maybe download is better, just to try to get some type of damage off. What do I even do now? Do I just lose? I can go into Kartana here. I'm gonna un-Trick Room here. Okay, get that trash out of here. Eat that up real quick. Now, the thing is, he's going into Arcanine. Is my P2 faster than his? Mine is min speed. So, I know that the faster Mon switches first. So I want to switch my P2 into Braviary so that if he brings an Arcanine, which I think he will, then I'll get the nice Defiant boost. What am I even talking about? He definitely switches something into Arcanine here, so I'm just going to Sacred Sword Snorlax and then switch this into Braviary. Because I also have very little time left. Okay, nice. So we do get the nice Defiant boost. I really should stop doing that voice. I'm not good at it. Get the beach bush. So now I have something to deal with Lax. I mean, I take a million with recoil, but that's fine. Arcanine is out of here. In fact, I almost want to double into P2, but I think I am going to double into Snorlax. Porygon 2 does T-Bolt here, though. Would he double into Braviary? Oh, he belly drums. Get the fuck out of here. I'm actually very glad that I doubled, because that didn't kill after the wiki or whatever berry he had. Okay, get out of here. Okay, so we're definitely very weak to Arcanine right now. So let's play a few more games and see. I'll play like one more game and then I'll end it for this episode, and then next episode we'll actually get some battles in. because that was a very painstaking team build. Let's see here. What is this weird ass team? My temptation is to Trick Room here, but he does have the Arachnid. I could just lead, because I can't really safely get Tailwind against this team. So I might have to try to play without a speed control mode. Unless I just predict him not to bring it, and then I lead Arcanine like Braviary or something. Because I do have to punish this stupid Arcanine. I hate Arcanine so much. I know I'm using it, but I hate it. In fact, Arcanine might even need to be what changes on this team, because I'm so weak to opposing Arcanine. P2 does feel kind of... I mean, what I had on my other team was Slowbro, and Slowbro might be the play here just because it's better against Arcanine and can actually try to guarantee Trick Room with Psychium or Oblivious even. Hopefully that made some level of sense to you. I have this awful habit of babbling and then realizing that people might not have any idea what I'm talking about. Let's see here. If I bring Pharaoh, should I even bring Pharaoh? I think Pharaoh just loses to, I'm not sure what it, I am Adamant Pharaoh, so I do lose to Sandslash probably. So I'm gonna lead Arcanine. I wanna lead Arcanine Kartana. And that should deal with everything but shitty fucking opposing Arcanine. I'm gonna bring Lele just to try to damage the opposing Arcanine, and then yeah, that's definitely a major weakness of this team right now. I don't want to bring Braviary, but it's the only thing I have for that. I mean, maybe I change Braviary to like Pelipper or something. Okay. This is why I thought about leading Braviary. Well, I'm just gonna predict the obvious, like, he'll either set up with Tail Glow and Flare Blitz. He'll either set up with Tail Glow or T-Bolt, and then he'll Flare Blitz the Kartana. So I'm just gonna try to get damage off on Xurkitree, and then go into P2. T-Bolted. That is probably Specs damage, right? I want to say. Is that Specs damage? Arcanine. Unless this thing's just... No, I don't think that's Specs damage. Let's see. Yeah. That's not Specs damage. Specs probably just would have killed. God, that thing is strong as fuck. Because I always use bulky Xurkitree, so mine doesn't actually hit that hard. I'm just going to Arcanine into Kartana, because he's not going to Flare Blitz that slot, or Flamethrower, as it seems that he has. I could try for a Trick Room here, but I don't know how slow that Arcanine actually is. Let's get a read for how bulky this is, because if it's not that bulky, then I can probably Trick Room safely. Oh, he doubled into P2. Okay. So that's less bulky than the previous one. But I don't know. I still don't know that calc. Arcanine. Actually, I could have changed this one, but it's all good. Porygon 2. Jesus Christ, that is doing no damage. This is why I hate P2. P2 is such a piece of shit. Modest, we'll say. Yeah, so that's probably 252. So I'm guessing he doesn't have that much speed. Because we're not high enough on the ladder for people to have intricate EV spreads yet. How the fuck do I deal with this stupid ass Arcanine? I do have Lele in the back, and this is special Arcanine. So I'm gonna switch Kartana into Lele probably, and then try to recover, but I'm not gonna get it. It might have been a bad play because it'll just get the beast boost. Yeah. Fuck, man. I have protect on Kartana. Go into Arcanine. Bait the... If he T-bolts Lele, I lose. I just lose. I have to Psyche him. Flare Blitz, Xurkitree. In hindsight, I might just change Kartana, because it is a good mon, especially with you know, with Lele and my own Arcanine. But I do need to make adjustments for opposing Arcanine, and I don't know how to do that without dropping something. He's definitely going to T-bolt the Lele, so I'm going to protect and then just pick that thing off with a Leaf Blade. Unless he's smart and he protects his own. But yeah. Give me that Xurkitree. Oh, he Aurora Veiled. That could not kill. Okay. This is why adamant damage is nice. Because if I were standard Assault Vest, that would have definitely not died. So he'll Blizzard and possibly... He definitely Blizzards here. There's no reason he doesn't Blizzard. But the question is, who does Sandslash target? Because if it targets Kartana, I don't know if I die to an Icicle Crash plus a Blizzard. Oh, what I could do? If I'm nice, I skill swap away the Slush Rush and then kill off the Ninetales. Okay, so he just Iron Heads, that's fine. He is Sash Ninetales though, so I still lose. Oh, he's not Sash Ninetales, I could win. I probably died to an Icicle Crash, but I could win. Should I have Sacred Sworded the Sandslash? That might have been the play. I wasn't even thinking about it. That makes me wonder if he's Sash Slash. Yeah, we die. Oh, nice crit. Okay. So, I'm going to refine this a little bit and then probably... I'm going to refine this off camera, I meant to say. Because I definitely have a few things to change around here. I might just change this to Slowbro. I mean, that's super similar to my old team. But I guess it's fine. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you soon.